If someone is looking for information that is not publicly available, they can submit a Freedom of Information Act request. You have to detail what you seek and why you want it, and in some cases many do end up getting replies, or the information they were looking for. It doesn't always result in the individual getting what they want, but it does sometimes happen. This has caused various people to submit these requests in the hopes of getting the answers they seek. As reported by various outlets, most federal agencies now accept a Freedom of Information Act request electronically, including by web form or email. If the agency agrees to your terms and the reason behind you wanting the information, you will usually get a reply with the document you seek attached. However, in some rare cases, some get more information than what they originally asked for. This is what happened to one individual who asked the Washington State Fusion Center about information on extreme groups. This report was first posted by Mark Rock, and they detailed how the Washington State Fusion Center accidentally released the wrong documents. Some of these documents included information on topics such as that of remote mind control. The individual said they posted the standard Freedom of Information request, but got a bit more than what they asked for. Inside the email was attached an EM effects on the human body. It's fair to say that whoever sent these documents made a monumental error. It's no secret that the government carries out a variety of experiments and tests. The majority of the time these are kept under wraps, and the general public don't end up hearing about them. But this was one of those times where a human error caused a leak in information, and one that they most probably regretted. According to the documents, they detail that of psycho-electronic weapons and remote mind control. The journalist behind the original request, Mr. Waltman, then decided to open the files. Inside were a variety of illustrations that show different devices and techniques. These devices were created with the sole purpose of manipulating the human mind. One such weapon detailed how it uses electromagnetic forces to mess with the human body. Essentially, this device causes intense pain to the individual it's used on. Although these files are fascinating, it's also kind of scary. There have been whispers of these kinds of devices being used. When it's on paper though and sent to you by government officials, it becomes all the more interesting. As some have pointed out, why would they have this paper if it was made up? One individual claimed that the National Security Agency has the ability to take down US citizens, and they can do this by using psychological control operations. This can essentially cause everyday people to come across as insane, but this isn't their normal behaviour, they're just reacting to the electronic device that's being used on them. Some handy technology if you're trying to make someone come across as being insane. The documents even go into detail remote brain mapping, even going as far as showing an illustration of a van parked outside a house, and sending electronic waves into people's brains and houses. Some have said that what they're doing is hitting you with these waves and then broadcasting your thoughts. It's not known where this information goes, but it could be into some kind of system. Again, this is just going by what the document says. This isn't something that's been made up, and the crazy thing is that the individual didn't even ask for these documents, they were accidentally sent to him. Mark Rock went on to say that he doesn't think the files are official, but does admit that it's a little strange how they ended up in their request. Others have gone on to say that this is evidence that they carry out these types of tests on the population, with others suggesting they use this technology to interrogate people. As some have pointed out though, it does seem like a strange leak. You can clearly see when files are attached to emails, and to release this kind of information was only going to lead to out there theories being thrown out. Another interesting case that was recently announced was that of Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla has easily become known as one of the greatest minds of the modern era. At the time, his unique mind wasn't appreciated. It's only been in the years following his death that people respected what he was trying to achieve. Nikola Tesla wasn't one to shy away from electricity and being able to harness it. He also worked on anti-gravity technology and something that became known as the ether. One of his famous quotes was the following: "I have worked out a dynamic theory of gravity in all details, and hope to give this to the world very soon." As with many of the great minds of the past, there's a lot of people today that don't understand the impact they had on modern day life. Recently, the FBI released 64 pages of unreleased documents. This includes things like papers and documents that were collected shortly after Tesla passed away. For many years now, theories have been floating around as to why Tesla's work was collected by the government. Some have said that Tesla's work wasn't important and wouldn't have impacts on us. If this was the case, then why did the United States government quickly swoop in and collect his work? These papers would cause many theorists to put forward their ideas on what the papers contained. One of the main reasons people believe they collected his work is because he created an incredible machine, a type of ray that would have been able to take down enemies from miles away. Tesla's work obviously caught the attention of the FBI, as they wanted to comb through what he'd been working on. One of their reasons for doing this was to ensure that any work of his didn't get into the wrong hands. For this reason, they decided it would be best if the documents remained in the property of the Office of Alien Property Custodian. This was, however, until the documents and other pieces of Tesla's work mysteriously disappeared after the war. Interestingly, enough discussion had been created that the public was aware of some of these alleged inventions, and it caused citizens to question Director J. Edgar Hoover about what Tesla had been working on. These are some extracts from the official FBI documents that got released. On the 26th and 27th of January 1943, an examination was made of the technical papers of Dr. Nikola Tesla, which after his decease had been stored in the Manhattan warehouse in New York City. This examination was made for the purpose of determining if any ideas of significant value in the present United States war effort could be found among his possessions. Participating in this examination were Mr. John C. Newington, New York Office of the Alien Property Custodian, Dr. Charles of the Washington Office of Scientific Research and Development, and John G. Trump of the Office of Scientific Research and Development of Massachusetts Institute of Technology. The following papers, which were regarded as typical of Nikola Tesla's writings and thoughts in the period of 1925 to 1942, were removed for the purpose of record and listed below in random order in which they were found, together with a brief individual abstract. Exhibit A: Possibilities of electrostatic generators. An updated article probably written about 1934 discussing the possibilities as a source of high voltage DC power of the Van de Graaff type of electrostatic belt generator. The article states correctly the electrostatic principles employed in this device, and points out that such generators are not suitable for commercial high-powered applications, though of undoubted scientific value. Tesla's wireless tower, erected in 1902 on Long Island, is stated in this memorandum to have charged to 30 million volts. Exhibit B: Reactive force of glycerin and dynamite. An undated memorandum involving some calculation of the explosive power of certain compounds, and then deviating to a discussion of the possibility of transmitting power by mechanical vibrations along the Earth's crust. Exhibit C: Process of degasifying, refining and purifying metals. A 40-page memorandum probably written about 1930 dealing with the above subject, and proposing new theories of capillarity and surface tension. These correspondence indicated that this has been subjected to various industrial companies. Exhibit D: Replying to Antorg regarding the generation of high voltage and acceleration of charged particles. This document, dated the 8th of November 1935, answers questions raised by Soviet engineers and scientists regarding Tesla's proposal of ray. From this answer it is deduced that the proposal concerned the generation of high voltage by electrostatic means. These means consisted of a high voltage terminal presumably supported by an insulating column, and charged by a gaseous charge conveying medium passing between ground and terminal. The ideas contained in these notes are fairly similar to the bolt conveyor electrostatic generator methods proposed by Van de Graaff, and do not appear to offer any unusual features. Exhibit E: Art of telegeodynamics, or art of producing terrestrial motions at distance. This document, in the form of a letter dated 12th of June 1940, to the Westinghouse Electric and Manufacturing Company, proposes a method for the transmission of large amounts of power over vast distances by means of mechanical vibration on the Earth's crust. The source of power is a mechanical or electromechanical device bolted to some rocky protuberance, and importing power at a resonance frequency of the Earth's crust. The proposed scheme appears to be completely visionary and unworkable. Westinghouse's reply indicates their polite rejection of the idea. There are some, however, that believe these documents not telling us everything, and that there's a possibility some of Tesla's work and inventions are being held back. So what do you guys make of this mysterious leak? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and help us by growing this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.